Alright guys, we're back again. This time I'm going to show you two apps that I've been using. One is Gesture Control, to allow you to control your device with pretty much anything. Well, only gestures pretty much. You can open folders, make it do an action, put it to sleep, change volume, brightness. I mean, you can pretty much set a gesture for anything. It is called GMD Gesture Control. There's a light version and a light version's free, and then there's a pro version which adds more features for $5. And so when you first open it, you're gonna have this screen. It starts off with a bunch of default gestures that you can use. You know, like for instance, 3 fingers down, that'll go back. That's one of the default gestures that you get. Most of them I've pretty much turned them all off except for the back one, and I made my own custom gestures. You can make any number of custom gestures you want. Well, if you have the pro version, that is. And I mean, these can be, you know, I have one for home, one for my notifications, which is 2 fingers down. That pops up that. I got my recent, 2 fingers up. That'll bring my recent. I can make my status bar disappear. You can get little, they're called launch pads. You get little launch pads that you get. There's one on top, one left, one right, one bottom, and one center. You can have all those set to like pretty much like folders. You know, you can have them set to show recent apps or any apps that you want to, you know, be able to get to. I'll show you, like I have my games. Oh wait, let me show you one more thing. One of the coolest things is when you're making custom gestures, edit, you'll set the path, you know, the direction. You can have it go, you know, left, right, up, down, diagonals. You can do a pinch, expand, you can tap, you can hold. All these gestures can be used to, you know, execute your command. And it doesn't have to be just one. You know, you can have up, down, left, or, you know, I'll show you some of mine here in a second. You can determine the number of touch points, which is going to decide if it's 1 finger up to 5 fingers. And then the starting zone, which is really nice. You can have these gestures activate anywhere on the screen, you know, a certain half of the screen, only on borders, only on corners. You can do little thirds. That would be 1/3, and then right here in the center, and then over here is another third. All the same for the top. Corners, like I said, both borders on the side and the bottom, top. And then your action, have it do one of the launch pads, which are the little folder things. I'll show you all in just a second. You have it take an action, which is all the, you know, like the notifications, or go to your settings, or turn the screen off, or control your media volume, you know, skip a track, do a search, go home, and then that. And then you can have applications. You can put shortcuts. You know, you can have a direct gesture for one certain app, or like I have all my games on this left launch bar. And watch, I'll do it. My gesture is right and up, only from this bottom third of the screen. See that right here on the side, all these pop up. These are all my games, so I don't gotta hunt for them. I got tools left and up from the other side. These are all my little quick tools that I want to get to real fast. You know, camera, calculator, clock if I need an alarm, whatever. My little favorites from right here on the center. I'm gonna go up, down, up. That's gonna bring up my favorites that I use most of the time. I have up here on top from the center, down, up, down. That's going to bring up my center bar, or my center launch pad for all my root stuff. And then from this third on top, I go left, down. That's going to bring up my mail and my text and my chat and all that stuff. So there's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 5 different, you know, one for each side. Boom, boom. And then one in the center, right there. So you get a lot of those. I have my settings set to this border. If I just go on my finger and drag down on the border, then I go to my settings. 3 back, or 3 down, then I go back. If I am, well, let me go back to settings. If I'm on anything, my home gesture is going to be on this very bottom border. I'm going to go right and left, and it's going to take me home. And all these gestures are really responsive, and they don't, you know, like, let's do left and right. See, I mean, it's not going to go home. You know, if I can do it a little bit higher in the right direction, it's not going to do it. You gotta be right on that border where you specified. Same thing here, like if I go up, down, up from right there, you know, it's not going to do it. Or if I take my finger off the center a little bit, you know, oh, there we go, that must have been, I mean, the whole thing's a third on the bottom, so it's probably from the center, maybe about right about that big that you have your area. And you can have certain things, pause gestures, like if you don't, you know, you can have the gestures inactive when the keyboard's up. You can have it inactive when certain apps are open. You can set up a whole blacklist of when not to have them active. You can even set up a gesture to pause or cancel the gestures if you don't need them on. Oh, my status bar right here. I can do a triangle. And that makes my status bar disappear. And I do a triangle again. Yeah, can do it. There you go. And then it'll come back. I also have my sleep on the left border. I drag down the left border. Oh, come on. That doesn't want to do it. Dragging down. There we go. Now it's going to sleep. Alright. What else was there? Oh, I have all my games set up on a blacklist. So anytime a game opens, my status bar will disappear. It's pretty sweet. GMD blacklist. So every time a game will start, I have it automatically set to, you know, make that status bar disappear. So it's pretty nice. Alright, that's enough advertisement for EA. They get enough. So we're gonna go back. Oh, I guess I shouldn't mention. All these gestures work in the apps. Any app you're doing, anything you're doing, like right here, up, down, up, down. There's my center thing. Over here, up, down, up. There's my favorites. You know, every gesture works. I can bring the status bar back if I want. We're gonna go back. So I mean, it's pretty much ultimate control. You don't have to be on any certain area. It's really nice. Alright, well that was a quick look at GMD Gesture Control. Check it out if you're already interested. Try the light version first. And then real quick, second, it's a quick app. It's in beta right now. It is called Tipskip. There it goes. There's a few settings for it. I mean, not much. It's still in development. Yeah, I'm kind of sideways. Whatever. You got the sensitivity of it. 2 knocks, 3 knocks, and 4 knocks. Those are your options to pick from. And what this app does is if when you're playing music, this will allow you to skip tracks while, you know, just by hitting, well, not hitting, you don't want to beat on your device, tapping your device, tapping the back, some way to get that gyro to move, and it's going to skip a song, or you can pause it, you can previous, whatever. Let me just start something. It's going to play. Alright, so right now I have it set to 2 knocks, and it's going to skip. Skip. Let's skip it again. I could do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. To play. Go home. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Starts playing. 1, 2. And this all works when your screen's off. You know, it's sleeping. You got your music playing in the background. You don't want to mess with it. Oh, someone walks in. You gotta pause it real quick. Whatever. You know, just hit that real quick. Or if you gotta stop it, you know, for whatever reason. It's a pretty sweet app. In beta right now. Oh yeah, now you're gonna start again. It's ridiculous. And so that's Tipskip. It's still in beta, but you know, it functions really well. You can change the sensitivity of it so it's not you know, switching or pausing your tracks or whatever, just when you go to set down your tablet or something. Check it out. It's in the market. It's free. Alright guys, hope y'all enjoy. Oh, by the way, I'm using Chameleon Launcher, if y'all didn't know. Had an update to include native Android widgets, so it's pretty nice now, really. Alright guys, I'll see y'all later.